Welcome to the MurphsLife Farm, guys. I'm going to give you guys a little tour of a sustainable community that we are building here in El Salvador. Come on, guys. What you see right here is a restaurant, coffee shop, bar. Here in the corner, we're building a little corner store. We'll sell nice meats, wines, like a nice corner store. All of our fruits from our 40 acres of gardens. This here's kind of the entrance. We got to build a little walkway for if your grandma wants to come in a wheelchair. And yeah, guys, so if you've already seen the other videos, we have quite a bit of advancement. Come check these out. This stairwell here is new. Oh, but nice. So yeah, it's coming along, guys. We're getting the glass all set up in right now. And this is the view. This is the view that you guys are gonna have when you come over to our farm. We have everything terraced. This prevents erosion, and in my opinion, it just looks really, really nice. But yeah, what we're doing right now is we're designing like the little benches, where you can sit down with your family, have the tables. Everything is being custom made. We're gonna have our own chairs, our own tables. This space right here, we're designing a bar with the liquor on the wall. This area right here is gonna be the lounge where we have couches. There's a lot of noise here. I don't know if this microphone's picking it up, but we got like 4 people working on saws right now. Now, come on down here. One thing that's really cool we were chatting about in the morning is figuring out ways. Ooh, let's wait till we're away from that saw. One thing that we've been talking about this morning is we're trying to find ways where we can expand this, how we can buy more farm space. The idea for this farm is we want to build now, for 2025, we want to build a small, hospital, a doctor's office and a dentist's office, a little pharmacy. And to be able to do that, we have to raise really another, 4 or 5 million for us to really expand this. And we're thinking of ways. And so one of the ideas that Kohei has, because our boy Kohei, he's Japanese, and he just bought a really cool house in Bali. And the Bali houses, in my opinion, are some of the most beautiful homes. I love the color schemes, natural, bright colors, white, wood, natural rocks on the walls. And so that's one of the ideas, is we possibly build a little Bali villa. Maybe we sell 20 homes, for around $250,000, $275,000. And that can also become an investment for the person who purchases it. So we take the earnings from that, though. And with that, we'll be able to build a small dentist's office, doctor's office here. It's one of the ideas. Because what we're going to be able to do after we build this in 2025, the end of 2025, 2026, you guys will be able to come here to the farm, stay in a beautiful hotel, drink organic juices, organic soups, whatever, salads, and you can get all of your teeth fixed for a fraction of the price that you could in the States. Gives everyone work here. So this is just the idea to really expand this farm here. I'm excited. It's pretty cool. This here is our vivero, our nursery that we're building out. This is kind of the hub. We're putting a nice roof on here because we'll have a little POS system. POS down here is POS. I think in English it means piece of shit, but it's for running your credit cards. Is it the point of sale? Is the same thing, dude. I thought it was just down here. That's embarrassing. Okay, guys, point of sales, POS. That's funny. Yeah, this is it, guys. Look down here. You can see this is where we still make all of our organic fertilizer, which is pretty rad. We had quite a few volunteers come by this last few weeks to learn how to make fertilizer. There's a lot of people migrating and just leaving their countries, mostly from Canada and the US. They're buying properties here up in the mountains, these beautiful mountains here. And, their dream is to kind of live off the land. A lot of them have like online jobs, savings, and their wives and them, they want to plant their own gardens, but they don't really know how to start. So that's the cool thing about us here is we have 128 employees, and you guys are more than free if you're down here on vacation or if you live around here and you're seeing this, come on down, just volunteer for a few days and make it, because the best way to learn is just getting your hands dirty and doing it. So this is the spot. Come over here. I've never toured this area before. This is kind of the first time. This is the first time we've been over here. Why are we coming over here, Kohei? Because this is the spot where we want to expand the hotel, build our medical office, and possibly build a little Bali villa. See, we have all of our fruit. It's a fruit forest. It's a fruit forest. We might have to transplant these fruit trees if we do build something over here. But come on over here, guys. And another really cool update. The government has came through. And they are moving these power poles off of our farm, which is super exciting because I actually wanted to build a hotel right here. But I didn't want to have these damn poles in the way, because this is like our only flat area we have. The rest is kind of a quebrada, you know? And they're freaking moving them. It's going to be a 2-month process, but we finally have land that is flat that we can build stuff on. I mean, look how rad this is. So this is the idea, guys. You know, I want to keep as many trees as possible, like these beautiful trees. A lot of it's just bush and kind of like weed trees, old coffee windbreaker trees. So, but imagine this area here is kind of like a parking lot, and then you can come into here, and maybe this is a good spot too, where we can have a dentist's office, a doctor's office, get your blood work, basically get all of your medical stuff while you come down here, and you know that when you stay in our hotel, it's directly supporting the school across the street. It's up to 25% we do profit share of everything that we have here, goes right back to our workers. And the whole purpose of this is a badass microeconomy, and we're gonna take all of our employees, most of them are living in shacks, metal shacks. And we are going to teach them how to become entrepreneurs. They will become entrepreneurs as they work with us. And I'm excited, guys, because you're gonna see 100+ houses go from shacks to nice brick, wooden homes, 2 stories. They can have a rental unit on top and rent that out to backpackers, put it on Airbnb, whatever application they want, you know? But this is the space we have here still that we want to be able to expand a little bit more our hotels. And what we want to do for this side is we're playing with a few ideas, doing maybe something like a hobbit village, tree houses where we're least invasive with the trees. Another idea is these really cool, like kind of floating houses above the trees. But that's what we're going to be building. And it's already all coming through. We've already done all of the studies on the soils. We know how deep we have to go into the earth to build our solid structures. And if you guys didn't know, we have about an hour and a half hiking trails on our farm. And that's another reason why I wanted to walk through here, is to kind of show you guys our farm. It was an abandoned coffee farm. So some of these coffee trees are probably, you know, maybe even 100 years old. See the little coffee right there? Now, normally, if this was being taken care of with like fertilizers and being pruned and trimmed, this thing would be full, like just totally loaded up. But abandoned coffee, you just get a little bit. But this is the beauty of the farm. We're gonna keep it the way it is. And nothing from here down, we're going to, is that a monkey?
What?
You see it? Or is it a squirrel? I don't think there's monkeys here, dude. But yeah, this part here is about, I would say 30 acres just going down into the cliffs. All of this is going to be protected area. We're not going to develop. And if we do, it'll be tree houses or some type of build that will not affect the trees and plants. But yeah, guys, this is, we have about an hour and a half. I'm just keep losing my track here. We have about an hour and a half of hiking trails. It's one of my favorite things about the farm. where you come through here and you're literally, you're on our coffee farm, you know? And a lot of this coffee we are trying to like fix up and kind of restore a lot of this coffee. We've planted a few hundred plants just this last week of high grade coffee. And the cool thing is we're high elevation. We're really high elevation, meaning we are in the it's called the gold standard, where the best coffee in the world that can sell, you know, even in Japan, you guys will buy some of the coffee for like $100, $150, $200 a pound if it wins the coffee cup. But yeah, this is it, guys. Like we're creating a space for the community here that allows an integration with tourism and charity all in one place, where you guys come here and you can just enjoy beautiful hiking trails. You guys can truly enjoy Central America's at its finest. Going through here, we're bringing in flowers and plants from all over the jungles, and we're kind of creating a really cool ecosystem. It's brought in a lot of birds, a lot of new butterflies that they haven't seen here for a while. We're planting this here for erosion, so it doesn't kind of wash away our trees. We can go that way, but I don't want to get lost in the jungle area. We'll stay on this trail. We'll just kind of head back. We have spaces too in the future where people can just come here and go camping. We're going to be able to do tours. You guys can leave tips to our workers. And on the other side of that cliff right there, we've planted quite a bit of fruit. Citrus fruits, all kinds of fruit trees. Where that we're going to be able to sell inside of our market, where we can have our salad bar. And that's one of my favorite features of our restaurant, is we're going to make a Buddha bar where you can make your own Buddha bowl. All the vegetables on top of ice, you know, the little glass on top. Come and make your own salad, put your cilantro sauce, whatever sauces. All organic from our gardens. We're creating a space up top where we want to get about 200 to 300 chickens. There'll be natural worm-fed chickens, no corn-fed chickens. We want to produce the healthiest omega-3 eggs that you guys can put in your body, because I need that, guys. I've been eating a lot of processed foods since I got into this work, from the stress and travels. See more of our trails down there. That's why we didn't want to go down there, because it'll whip you way down there and then bring you in there. I love this area too, because it's like, what, a 5-10 different degree drop.
Yeah.
when you're in here.
Look at all the butterflies.
Yeah, a lot of butterflies. And a lot of this popping up as coffee. We have lots of work. We have years of work to do in these hiking trails, you know. We're planning the Lengua de Suegra. But we want to be able to fill up a lot of this with really cool exotic flowers that grow on top of the volcanoes, and just kind of bring all of that. And it's beautiful because we have people from the government donating a lot of plants, a lot of flowers. All of the farms around here are donating a lot of plants, a lot of the big bushes that have the flowers, a lot of banana trees. People watching the videos who live around here are like digging up really big bushes that have, you know, to add beauty to the farm. Like, and they're just bringing it and dropping it off, and it's beautiful. Like these bananas, these were donated, I think 3 days ago. We just planted them. And so if you guys see like a lot of plants kind of dying like this, it's the normal process of when you dig something up and replant it. It just kind of dies and then it grows back. Whew, I'm getting a little out of breath. Yeah, I'm excited because in the future, you know, in another like 6 months, when the people watching this, when they walk through here, they'll just be like giant bananas dangling. Like the trail we have in the front of the restaurant.
Yeah.
That's the idea, is you just see all of these bananas. This space right here, so that's kind of a drop-off cliff. You probably can't tell in the camera. But you guys couldn't even walk up that mountainside. It's really steep.
Ooh, check out that bird.
I think that's the national bird with the blue stripe.
I don't think I can unfortunately.
Really cool. Kohei doesn't have a microphone, so you can't hear what he's saying. But he's on a mission right now to find the bird to put it in focus.
It's like blue, green, yellow.
Blue, green, yellow. You got it in the camera?
Yeah, I'm filming it right now.
If you guys know what kind of bird this is, comment below. Let me see.
Look at that.
Oh yeah. Awesome. Hey birdie, birdie, birdie.
Bird watching.
Bird watching tour. Another thing we're gonna do is, before we open up, we are going to put benches all over here, dig out little spaces, for people to rest and, come on here on a date or just come here to think, We have some friends that come here and they like to draw. And so they just come here and like sit and just draw and enjoy the silence of nature here, which is rad. We have a lot of hippie friends who come here and walk this with no shoes, just barefoot. For grounding, they call it. I'm kind of scared because I heard about like hookworms in Africa and Brazil. I don't know if we got them here in El Salvador, but some worm that just goes in through your foot freaks me out.
What are these on the floor?
These are to prevent erosion. So you just plant them like these right here. They're great because they have really good root systems. And they hold the soil in for mudslides because when it rains here, it really rains. Buenas. ¿Quieres hablar un poquito en la cámara? ¿Cómo es trabajando para Finca MurphsLife?
How is that working?
Muy feliz y echándole ganas siempre en el trabajo, haciendo lo que siempre se necesitaba y dándole más fuerzas para que se vea más bonito todo en MurphsLife, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Y ponemos nuestro granito de arena cada día para poder ver lo mejor de la finca, para que el día de mañana sea lo más bonito en este país y sea lo mejor para todo lo que es El Salvador, ¿verdad? Y es la bendición que Dios nos ha dado tener nuestro trabajo, ¿verdad? Y gracias.
Mucho orgullo trabajar aquí.
Sí, es una gran bendición de Dios y orgullosos de estar siempre echando cada día nuestro esfuerzo para salir adelante en nuestro trabajo. Y gracias a usted también que nos da la oportunidad de estar trabajando cada día duro para poder ver lo mejor en el futuro de esto, ¿verdad? De este trabajo.
Sí.
Y cada día luchamos para poder ver lo mejor, para que el día de mañana sea lo más eficiente y eficaz de cada uno de nosotros también. Sí. Y gracias a ustedes que dan una gran bendición de todo lo que se hace, ¿verdad?
Gracias.
Sí, ahí se le agradece mucho y nosotros ponemos de nuestra parte para poder ver y de agrado quiere agrado y uno con el trabajo lo hace cada día con un gran esfuerzo para poder ver lo que se hace en el futuro para cada uno de nosotros y de nuestros hijos, ¿verdad? Porque es el futuro para nuestros hijos. Pues. Si uno no les inculca el trabajo, tampoco ellos van a hacer como uno a veces hace el esfuerzo de poder ver todo lo que se hace aquí.
Sí.
Cada uno ponemos de nuestra parte para poder ser lo mejor cada día, ¿verdad?
A veces es triste porque hay tanta gente que vienen aquí
Sí,
diario
sí,
buscando trabajo y no podemos contratarles.
Sí.
Vienen de lejos con la mejor ropa, bien bañaditos y me siento a veces un poco triste que no... Me gustaría contratar más 500 personas, pero ahorita tenemos los mejores de los mejores, ustedes. This guy right here comes to work. Literally, we tell him, like, you gotta go back with your family. He works here. He's off at 4, but he'll stay here sometimes till 8 o'clock at night. We have to tell him, like, go be with your kids. Saturdays and Sundays, he has the day off. He's here all Sunday gardening. He's one of the 5 people who work 7 days a week. And we tell him, like, come on, like, so it's a good thing and also another thing where you know, we want people to have a good relationship with their children, but I think it's something that like he's not used to. You know, a lot of people who worked on the farms are kind of treated like basically like a slave. You know, they make sometimes $75, $75 bi-weekly. Una vez ganaba 75 semanal.
Sí, sí, en la finca.
Mucha
Ajá.
gente todavía gana en eso.
Sí, mucha gente, en algunas sí pagan 120,
Ajá.
en algunas 90, en
Ajá.
algunas 85, pero no pasa más de ahí del sueldo.
Sí.
Y trabajando a veces hasta las 1 o a las 3. Y gracias a Dios aquí uno tiene su trabajo, trabaja hasta las 4, de 7 a 4, pero ahí estamos con el trabajito y se
Y
gana un
sigues,
poquito.
estaba diciendo que sigues trabajando hasta los domingos
Sí, trabajo.
como loco.
Ahí estamos trabajando siempre, echándole la mano a usted, pues siempre ahí estamos, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Y yo sé que, como bien dicen uno, que lo que a uno, las bendiciones que le llegan a uno también hay que aprovecharlas y hay que dar de nuestra parte para agradecer lo que a uno le dan, ¿verdad? Sí. Y a veces uno hace el esfuerzo de poder ver mucho mejor, sí, ¿verdad? Y gracias a ustedes ahí estamos, luchando siempre por nuestro trabajo, ¿verdad?
Muchas gracias.
Ahí
Te queremos bastante aquí en
Bueno,
Finca
gracias.
MurphsLife.
Gracias.
Casa Conejo.
Gracias.
The Rabbit House. Okay, amigo. Hasta luego. He's really nice guy. We surprised him because he walks to work. We surprised him with a brand new 2024 motorcycle a couple weeks ago. Motorcycles are what people use out here because the gas prices are the same as they are in the States. It's actually more expensive here than a lot of states. And even, you know, like people saying making $80, $90 bi-weekly, you can't really afford a car. Insurance, all that, it's too expensive. Let me show you guys something new that we built here. All these bushes and flowers and plants we brought in, but this part right here is one of mine and Catalina's favorites. Starts right here. Hydrangea, I think they're called in English. But look how awesome this is. The trees up top just have like a nice blue flower. It's all the same color, blue we got on these. Depending on the pH, it'll change colors here. But this goes all the way into that camping area. And up top right now, we're working with our friend from Canada, and we're gonna build 3 to 4 tree houses inside of those big trees. And they're gonna have little bridges that connect from treehouse to treehouse. So this is really like, we're building an attraction from people all over the world to come here to enjoy the beauty of El Salvador. And knowing that you come here on vacation, you can eat healthy, you can even get your teeth done, your blood work done, all of your health, everything. And knowing that up to 25% is going directly to these people on top of a fair salary, which is probably double of what most people make in this area. And I'm excited, guys. It's really, really cool. And then a lot of you guys might be saying, well, what happens to the rest? It goes back into the foundation. Here, there's no owners. It's 100% ran by 501c3, our nonprofit based out of the States. And we have 6 women's shelters. It's one shelter with 6 safe houses in South America. And we help women from Venezuela, mostly Ecuador. We have people from Peru come down. And if you guys didn't know, it's something that means a lot to our foundation. We've helped a lot of families, a lot of children. We take women and children who have been sexually abused, moms who have been like attempted murder, which is very common down here. My Latino friends know about. There's just a lot of violence in families. I mean, all over the world there is. It's nothing new. So we work with the police. They will take us these cases and we put them in our homes for up to 6 weeks. We have on salary psychiatrists, therapists, social workers, regular workers, and we educate the kids. They go into school. A lot of them are getting back into school, usually a few years behind. They have their own tutor we have on file, on whatever that's called. And during these 6 months, it's like a rehabilitation of mostly mental health. which is really, really cool. This doesn't exist down here. It exists because you guys are supporting and donating and making all this possible. And in that 6 months, we train a trade for the women. So many of them will learn, we figure out what they're good at already or what they want to learn. So we'll teach them how to, some women have learned how to cook. We got them jobs as chefs. Other women have learned how to make cakes, birthday cakes and wedding cakes. There's good money in that in Latin America. If you can make a really cool, beautiful cake, you're always gonna have work. Even the poorest of the poor, you always see them with like a nice custom cake. And in that 6 months, we help them find a home. We get them situated. We'll pay usually about 5 to 6 months of their rent and get them the furniture. Sometimes we have to move them to new countries. As a safety program, we'll work with the governments on even changing images. And right now we're 10 out of 10. Everything is really kicked ass in this program. We've been running it now for about a year and it rocks. You go talk to any of our employees, 100% are locally hired, and they'll just be in tears, grateful for the work that you guys are doing. So this is the purpose of this farm here. And this is what we mean by self-sustaining, where literally it's making money on all facets, from the gardens to you guys can buy plants, the hotel, the store, the little coffee shop. And it has the story to tell. Literally by staying here eating, you'll be able to see the school. See that right there, the 2 posts on the other mountainside? That as well is our farm. That's the first terrace for the school. We'll have about 2 to 3 terraces. School will serve up to 200 kids at a time. All of the children in this area who didn't have an education are now going to have an education. And it's really cool, guys. It's really, really cool. This is the tree that's going to have the main tree house. Check this out. Big old tree house. Little tree house here, little tree house in there. Want to get something there, and it'll all be connected by bridges. And then we want to get a big old like McDonald's slide that comes down here, and then fill this place up with like picnic tables, you know? So people can just chill with their family. Yeah, really, really cool, guys. Really, really cool. I was still on the women's shelter thing because it's so rad, you know? It's so damn rad. There's so many like influencers and musicians, and you know, they'll kind of be on the up and up, and everything what comes up must come down, and they'll like spend all their money from pro sports players, and they'll have kind of nothing in the end. And right now it's so cool that like our team here has been building something beautiful that will be here to last and continue to serve these communities. I think it's really, really cool. You can see we have a lot of women on our team. We hired 17 new ones last month. This woman right here, no one speaks English. I'll give a little story with a girl with a kind of purple-red shirt. Her husband just died recently and left her with a 10-month-old baby. I think she has a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old, single mom. And she literally broke down in tears the other day telling the story. She was giving her 10-month-old up for adoption. And she just told us this yesterday, giving her daughter up for adoption. And she has this job here now, and she's able to keep her daughter. And I think that's really, really pretty fucking cool, you know? There's no other word.
Hola.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, por aquí, gracias a Dios, trabajando con todo.
Estaba explicando un poquito, Aarón chismoso, un poquito de su historia.
Sí.
Como yo aprendí que tienes una niña de 10 meses.
Tengo un varoncito de 10 meses.
10 meses. Y puedes explicar un poquito de la felicidad que ahora puedes estar con toda la familia aquí.
Sí, primeramente me siento feliz, ¿verdad? Porque tenemos trabajo, pues lo hacemos con qué ganas para sacar adelante a nuestros hijos, ¿va? En mi caso, que soy padre y madre, pues estoy feliz de tener aquí primeramente a Dios y a don Aaron, ¿verdad? Que nos ha dado ese apoyo de mantener el trabajo para llevar el sustento de nuestros hijos. Tengo un bebé de 10 meses, 3 varones que sacar adelante, ¿verdad?
Wow. Ay, qué chévere. ¿Y cuál es tu sueño trabajando aquí? ¿Qué quieres hacer con el dinero ahora que estás ganando?
Bueno, primeramente el sustento de nuestros hijos, ¿verdad? Porque eso es lo principal. Y luego, pues, sacarlos adelante en sus estudios, que sean algo ellos en el futuro y sean felices y puedan tener una familia algún día, ¿verdad?
¿Te sientes
Prepararlos,
feliz?
sacarlos adelante. Me siento muy feliz de tener este trabajo acá, ¿verdad? Pues porque ya antes yo trabajaba en finca y el trabajo de allá y el de aquí es bastante diferente, pues porque allá ya le daban menos a uno y no nos alcanzaba. Ya con lo que nos dan aquí ya nos alcanza un poquito más, ¿verdad? Y por eso me siento feliz, contenta.
Y cuando abrimos va a ganar más con los bonos.
Primero Dios, le estamos pidiendo a Dios para que todo esto pues salga bien como Él quiere y también nosotros vamos a poder sacar adelante a nuestra familia.
Ese es este es mi sueño, que cuando abrimos vamos compartiendo las ganancias del restaurante, el vivero, y para que todos puedan tener un bono. Y con este bono yo quiero ver ustedes construyendo, ya no vivir más en champitas de metal y plástico. Quiero ver casas de bloque y quiero que ustedes aprendan a invertir. Quiero que ustedes hagan casas encima para alquilar a la gente, alquilar a turistas. Este es mi sueño, porque si tú estás ganando más dinero fuera de ese trabajo, si tú aprendes a ganar dinero, how do you say, residual, dinero residual, ahora se puede realmente cambiar su vida con la educación de sus niños,
Así es.
siempre comprando medicina. Y eso es lo que estamos haciendo aquí, enseñándoles a ser los ricos.
Sí,
Los
qué bien.
bendecidos. No,
Me alegro porque sí, primero Dios, esa es la meta también de uno más. Si su casa le falta mucho que hacer, pues conforme el tiempo trabajemos lo vamos a lograr. Primeramente a Dios, con la ayuda de Dios y el apoyo que Él nos dé aquí para mantener el trabajo.
Sí. Dios te bendiga.
Gracias.
Ahora get back to work. I don't know how to say get back to work. Vuelva a trabajar. Vuelva a trabajar. Sí, ahorita. Cool. You can have a really cool shot here of what we're building. This is like the base. In the front on the bottom, where that's going to be a swimming pool. There's the restaurant to the far right. In front of it, we're going to build a spa. Come here, get a little massage. There's a lot of people who went to massage school and no work. We're going to build 2 massage places. That money will go to the women there working. We'll have a sauna, cold plunge for all my health nuts. We're going to have a full-size gym, the full length of underneath of the restaurant. We'll have one side to the other, a tube, a little restaurant, or a freaking gym. These are the hotel rooms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have another big one up top, 7. So not too many, very boutique. And then a little lounge right there, and then up top will be a WeWork station. You work on your laptop. We're going to have really good internet here. You can just be working and chilling. Yeah, these hiking trails keep going into the cliff. So this is basically it, guys. I don't want to like walk through too many trails because today's my birthday. And I want to go relax, maybe watch a movie with my daughter. There's this really cool movie theater that she likes, I like. It's for kids. And we're gonna go there and watch a little kid movie. Check out this food farm, guys. All different kinds of mangoes, avocados, bananas right here. More bananas. We got little benches to rest in. Beautiful. I'm gonna put another bench up there. Nice shaded area. You can chill with the bananas. Pick one off if you want. Just eat it. This right here is gonna be the swimming pool right in front of us. You guys can come and get a nice dip. Run into a hot sauna, dry sauna. Cool stuff, guys. Really exciting stuff. And what I got to do too is start pruning. Some of these trees are growing out of control. We got to get them pruned. They're waiting for the moon, they told me, before we really get these trimmed and cut up. My favorite part of the farm. True beauty here, guys. Every row is different fruits. These are the big green, what are they called? Guayabas. Big prickly green ones. Those right there are granadas in English. They're called, I forget, pomegranates. We have star fruit up top. Hola. Antes de cortar la grama, 100% de la mala hierba vamos a arrancar. Solo rápido, antes de cortar la grama, yo quiero que ellos arrancan toda la mala hierba para que no se crezca mala, ¿no? Ay, gracias. This up here, we had a big windstorm. This is why we want to start pruning some of these. This is our Jamaica, and the wind is just brutal for 2 months out of the year. Super brutal. Any questions you guys have about this property too, let us know. Let us know. If you feel inspired by this and you want to donate, we're trying to raise another 10 million on this to build our medical station, because the little village here has no hospital, no dentist office, no doctor's office. The next one is at the city, 45, 50 minutes down the road. And people up here don't have vehicles. So we want to get that built for them. It'll also work for tourism with you guys. We're going to be doing a lot of medical brigades for the locals. And the program we're building with our dentists, so you guys understand the dentists. You come here, you get all your teeth fixed, fraction of the price of what it would be in the States. And basically every cavity you get done here, we do a cavity for their children. That's the concept. It's like Tom's Shoes with dental work. Awesome. I'm excited. We're going to freaking fix a lot of teeth. If you guys are dentists and doctors, you want to do a medical brigade, we got the spot. In Ecuador at our women's shelter, we hosted a doctor brigade, and we fixed about 100 children with cleft lip. They all rested inside of our cabins. We have a lot of bunk beds, and it's super cool. So this is the purpose of building these. And again, like I said, we want to raise another $10 million. I want more gardens. We want to plant more food. And yeah, if you guys are interested in potentially buying a home here, this will be the for-profit side for the foundation, which we haven't started yet. I don't know, it might be the nonprofit, I don't know yet. I really got to figure this out with all of our accountants and lawyers, do this the best way, the most honest way. I'm doing this for the first time. I'm not an expert on it. But the idea is we build 20 to 40 homes, whether on our property or our neighbor's property that we want to acquire. You guys purchase it, and now if you guys are only there 4 months out of the year, we'll rent it out as a part of the hotel. We'll just take 30% as the cleaning. It'll go towards cleaning, armed guarded security, all that jazz, and you'll have one of the coolest places to live with your family. Talk about a plan B, badass spot to live. That's a good play on words. And you'll have access to the pool, the spa, hiking trails, the freshest of fresh air. We're 50 minutes to the beach, really cool beaches. 30, 40 minutes to two major cities, Santa Ana, Sonsonate. They got malls. We got a Denny's down the road. 40 minutes from here is freaking Denny's. So you're never gonna miss your first world restaurants. We got all the American restaurants. We even got the Cinemark down the road. Awesome. All right, guys, we're logging off.